before it ends, that's the way it is.
Oh my God.
Likely be more, but
Trump is in.
What? Bro said, some of you may die. And that's okay. Matter of fact, I suggest you guys preemptively tell your family that you love them before they go to war and die. For my billionaires and my pedophile friends. It's your boy Online Davo, and we're back with another video. Look, we got a video about Almighty Jew. MAGA finally turns on Trump, and it's getting ugly. Hey man, that orange nigga up there, he not even a nigga, bro. That orange fuck is up there doing some crazy shit right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I see all these people walking around all sad and shit. I see a lot of fake smiles on niggas' faces. Niggas is scared out here, bro. Hey, niggas is scared. But we're gonna get into this video. We're gonna see what bro talking about. Come on, man.
Trump is cooked. Even MAGA has completely turned on him now.
We need in 2026 for this administration to be shut the fuck down. What does this administration do other than cover up the Epstein files, embezzle money through government contracts, and bring us to war for Israel?
Which stems from Trump randomly deciding to start a war with Iran in the Middle East.
Most Americans are completely against this war because, like you said, the president has made no case for it. We live our ordinary lives and we don't feel threatened by Iran.
And now MAGA and every single Trump voter, no matter why they voted for him, feel betrayed.
They're laughing at you. They're taking your vote and they're laughing all the way into the Middle East to start yet another war.
But needlessly starting a war on a foreign soil, costing American soldiers lives, is where even Trump's most loyal defenders are breaking ranks.
And I'm watching it sink by its own doing. And so this is horrifying. And so, but I can't sign on to covering up Epstein. I can't sign on to World War III.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
So Iraq was more popular. Afghanistan was more popular. I think Syria was more popular. Midnight Hammer was more popular. You just look at Trump and you're filled with disgust. You look at him, he's a totally...
I think most people I talk to, bro, everyone just feels like it's unnecessary, bro. Like, why? Like, well, we know why. But, like, why? You know? Like, we got way more shit we got to handle on the home front than you going over there sucking off BB and doing his bidding. And didn't was it Marco Rubio? Marco Rubio go up there talking about it was a preemptive strike. Nigga, huh? Tell Israel, back the fuck up. Tell Israel, don't do that. You supposed to be the big boss hog, bro. You act like the little homie. So you telling me Netanyahu the big dog. That what you telling me. Alright. I just thought Trump was the big dog, but clearly that's what everybody was telling me. Trump gonna come in here and smack niggas around. Trump finna come in here and let his nuts hang. Now we see what really runs him. Money.
Diminished figure. Watching him on Friday declare this war in his sad little hat, no tie, with a black curtain. He's 80 years old. He doesn't even care.
So it seems like the reality distortion field finally wore off around Trump and MAGA, because everything that Nick Fuentes is explaining right now of how he views Trump is how we've always viewed Trump. He always came across like an incompetent, unintelligent, incoherent sleazeball. And now that he turned his back on MAGA, America First, the Republican Party, and he's just doing whatever he wants unilaterally and not serving their purposes, they finally see the reality of what Trump is, which is an entitled slob.
He's at a ceremony today.
And you know what's the worst part? Is that the people that voted for Trump, they don't see the fault in their ways, right? They feel as if they got duped, they got tricked. When really he was pretty much telling you what he was going to do. You feel me? So it's like they're putting all the blame on him. They're still not taking accountability for why they chose him. Like, why did you really choose Trump? When you heard about the Epstein files, when you knew that he was a scamming ass nigga, when you heard about the election being stolen, why did you still choose to do that? Right? And then they're gonna tell you something. They're gonna tell you, you know all this, but I chose this because of that. And they gotta sleep with that, bro. You know, they gotta be the ones to self-reflect on why did they value whatever they valued over all that stuff? They're gonna have to determine why did they value that over that, and they're gonna have to deconstruct that and, you know, talk to whoever they gotta talk to, because this nigga is crazy.
Pinning a medal on a soldier, slurring his words, stumbling over his speech. You look at this guy and you're like, who are you? Seriously, who are you? What is this? It's actually scary. It's actually disturbing. And we watched Trump come down the escalator in 2015 in June, and he said, we should have never went to Iraq. There were no weapons of mass destruction. They knew there were no weapons of mass destruction. We don't have it. We spent all this money.
Are they just now discovering that Trump is a grifter and a liar? Trump does not care about the Republican Party. They gravitated toward him when he came out as outwardly racist against Obama. And ever since then, Trump has been grifting, whether that's faking like he's religious when he is just the most non-religious person in the world, or that he identifies with the working person when he was born a multi-millionaire, or that he cares about any Republican policies or ideals. He doesn't. He did all of this to make his family richer, and now other billionaires richer, and that's what he continues to do.
And to think 10 years later, we're doing this? You look at Trump and it's like, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are.
No, you do know him. Trump is showing you the real him, you idiot. You know, he's showing you he's only for oneself, but you never wanted to believe him. Or maybe you already understood who Trump was, but he was still pushing what you wanted to get pushed. He was still being outwardly racist and misogynistic, and you good with that. You misogynistic yourself. You racist yourself. So you ain't tripping that he doing that. That's not a deal breaker to you, right? Now you hurting, your pockets hurting, your kids hungry. Hey man, it's starting to feel real, huh? Welcome to America, bro. Welcome to America.
You are demonic. You are a demonic force. And what's really freaky is now he's always talking about going to heaven. I'm not going to heaven. Yeah, I think you might be right about that, because you are a demonic force. You are a liar. You are diabolical. You are a traitor.
When Nick Fuentes starts to call people demonic, you know we are through the looking glass at that point. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has been one of Trump's biggest critics ever since she took off the MAGA hat, went all the way in.
Most Americans are completely against this war because, like you said, the president has made no case for it. We live our ordinary lives and we don't feel threatened by Iran. We don't walk around thinking that in any moment an Iranian ballistic missile is going to land on our head. We don't.
That is a very good point. If you ask anyone, the reason that America is now at war with Iran, nobody is going to have a real justification for it.
Here's what Americans, and I want to read off this list. This is what Americans are focused on. 72% of Americans can't afford health insurance. 58% of Americans can't afford car insurance. 67% of Americans.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I had to make some calls and go to some hood insurances because my insurance is like $400. Fucking with what was it? Geico. They tried to raise my shit again. I said, nah, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't paying $400 for no insurance. I'm gonna go down the street. I'm gonna go hit up the people and I'm gonna get right, bro. Because what? $400 for some insurance? That's crazy. And I'm not balling in no money. I'm not balling. So, hey, man, I'm telling you, bro, a lot of people is getting fucked over because a whole lot of people want to do something very, very dumb, you know? But, you know, this what happens in a democracy, right? The people spoke, and this is what the people wanted. Also, the people who didn't even get up, this is what they was cool with. They was cool with this option. They didn't care what happened because for whatever reason, they didn't feel inclined to get off their ass and go vote. Okay. But don't come to me complaining, my nigga. When you chose not to vote, you chose to opt out of the option to complain. Okay? Fuck out of here, man.
Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 31% of Americans can't afford their back taxes. 50% of Americans are in credit card debt. Massive credit card debt.
They're going to have to add utilities to that because these data centers are spiking every single person's electric bills. My bill this month is the most expensive bill I've ever had since I've owned this house. It's insane. We have to do something about regulating AI in these data centers. If not, they're literally going to suck the earth dry of resources and leave us with nothing while we're paying for it.
That's where we are in America. And I campaigned with the president. As a matter of fact, I was one of the only Republicans that was out there for Donald Trump when the rest of the neocons, by the way, that are just cheering him on now, had abandoned him and were trying to beat him in a primary and stop him from being president again. I was out there on the front lines for Make America Great Again.
It's just not a point that you should be bragging.
When was it great? When? Great for who? Not great for me. Not great for my people. So who was it ever great for? That's why we never took y'all serious. Y'all talking about something Make America Great Again. We knew what you meant. We knew what you were inferring. Okay? Make it great again. Nigga, please. The America has always been great for the elites. Okay? But they have now been able to implement their plan even more because the society got dumber. They're easier to manipulate. But they never forgot the key thing. Division. Division and racism. Okay? Nothing is more American than racism, my nigga. Okay? Nothing's more American than blaming minorities. Okay? And once they got to that, once they got back to their roots, we started to see a lot of these people prejudice. Okay? We started to see how they really thought about us. They may shake our hand, dap us up, good morning, how you doing? But now we know. Now we know what they prioritize. Now we know what they're willing to compromise on. You know, what they're willing to, what moral compass they're willing to throw away to keep whatever power they have left. But they forgot that the elites only care about the elites. As we see, the Epstein class, those are not regular rich niggas, bro. The Epstein class, they don't give a fuck about you. Honestly, I don't even think they care that much about race. But they just use it to manipulate the general population. I'm telling y'all. Hey, man. It's getting wicked out here, y'all. It's getting wicked. Open up a book. Start paying attention.
About you are a part of the reason, just like all of these influencers like Andrew Schultz that is now turning against Trump. Cool, you woke up, but you're also the reason we're in this shit that we're in to begin with.
Right now is we have seen over 100 little girls killed at a school from a bomb, and I don't know whose bomb it was, but they're dead today because America and Israel attacked Iran. Our president is saying that the Iranian people are all of a sudden going to topple their regime. Well, I don't think the Iranian people are going to be toppling their regime.
They're in the street right now chanting death to America. So I don't think the Trump administration's actions led to a spark of rebellion like they were hoping to do with this whole scheme.
Getting blown apart by the United States and Israel in an unprovoked attack. And yes, it was unprovoked.
Keep in mind, they renamed the Department of Defense Department of War, and MAGA still believe Trump had no intentions of going to war. How does that make sense? Even goofball racists like Lily Gaddis having something to say.
No, you just sit down and you be loyal and you support and you cope and you seethe. That's what they expect you to do. They expect you to be a good little cuck and sit in the cuck chair while a president that you voted for screws you over.
This video is going to be nothing but clips from the most unlikable people I've ever discussed on this channel.
That's what they expect. And you know what that represents? That represents their ultimate disdain for you. You're sitting here like an idiot being loyal to a president who doesn't give a shit about you.
I would definitely agree with that. Trump has only cared about MAGA as a brand and a vehicle to lead him to more power and more money. He's never cared about any of these people. And the fact that they are just now realizing that is baffling to me.
They're laughing at you. They're taking your vote and they're laughing all the way into the Middle East to start yet another war.
Didn't Trump say all of his fans are dumb or something like that? Or people with intelligence aren't MAGA?
It's time to let it go. It's like chasing some guy that's never going to be, guy or girl that's never going to be interested in you. At some point, after so many hours of no response, of no contact, at one point you got to be like, he ain't that interested in you.
Even a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day. And for
on
all
now.
the other people that really believed in MAGA or still believe in the Republican Party, even though they've completely vanished at this point, it is the party of Trump and nothing else. They are finally waking up to the reality that Trump has destroyed their party and any hopes of them winning an election from the midterms to 2028.
All right, guys, there is an absolute bloodbath happening in Texas tonight. The Republicans in the vote for Senate have currently registered 1,326,000 votes. The Democrats have registered 1,501,000 votes. The Democrats are outvoting the Republicans in Texas in this Senate race. The Democrat candidate for Senate this year is a viable candidate. He's likable, he's marketable, he's run a good campaign. But where all the momentum is at right now, the Democrats look like they might flip a Senate seat in Texas. That's how bad this is. And yes, this is 100% because Republican voters have no enthusiasm and they are not excited to go vote for Republicans. And this is because of the...
What's going to excite them? Nigga, having to pay more for food? Huh? Come on, man. Look, you could be racist as long as your tummy fed, bro. Okay? You could spout your bigotry as long as your bills are able to get paid. There's only a subset of racist people, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, the poor whites, they're going to be racist regardless. All they have known is poverty and racism, my nigga. Okay? That's all they know. But, you know, like the middle class that's a little racist on the under, you know, the lower middle class that's still racist. Once they start having to pay more for food and all that, car insurance going up, utilities going up, they're like, damn, maybe we should. I mean, I usually don't vote blue, but damn, I can't switch up, but I'm going to sit this one out. You know, that's the mindset they got. They probably still can't turn over to the blue side, you know, for whatever reason. They just can't do it. But they probably like, you know what, bro, I'm not popping out for these niggas. Okay, if we win, fuck it. We already going downhill. If we lose, it is what it is. You know? Hey, man. Life come at you fast, bro. Life come at you fast. And it's, man, oh man. They duped themselves into believing them. They tricked themselves. They played themselves. And the crazy part is, there's going to be like, not many of them are going to realize that this was all on them. They had an option to not choose him, but they chose him.
Trump administration and because of the GOP. The biggest factor that's going to turn all of this off is this war with Iran. Now, it's likely that this deal for the war with Iran was already cut, and that's what Trump did. That was the deal that Trump cut in order to get elected, was that he promised the donors and everyone else that he would engage in this regime change war in Iran. All the defense contractors, all the new tech AI contractors, Marion Adelson, the Israeli lobby, they all backed him, and he promised them regime change war in Iran. And you can see where this is going. Oh, no new wars in Iran. Oh, it was just a precision strike. Oh, it's just a series of strikes. Oh, we need regime change war. Oh, we may need boots in the ground. This is a bloodbath. This is what's coming for the midterms. We are cooked. Do you understand? If the Democrats flip a Senate seat in Texas, then you get to 2028 and the Texas electoral votes go to the Democrats, it's over. If the Democrats have California, New York, and Texas, it's game over. It's done. The Republicans are cooked.
As much as it pains me to give Candace Owens any credit, she was definitely the first on that wave of right-wing influence.
You know what? Perfect. Okay? They have been playing y'all. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats, they still got their issues too. But the Republicans have been blatantly playing y'all, man. Blatantly. When was the last time they did some good shit for you? For your class? You know? Man, oh man. That's why I say I understand why people say don't talk politics. I understand now. Because you're going to look at something like, damn, bro, you really an idiot, bro. Like, you really dumb as fuck. Like, you're not as smart as I thought you were. Wow.
To start calling out Trump.
You're going to infiltrate and convince us that this is the same party while we get gaslit about everything that's happening. Like I said, you lost the party. MAGA got fractured, not when Tucker Carlson interviewed Nick Fuentes, but when Donald Trump looked at us in our faces and said, Epstein who? That's when it was game over.
Crazy.
And I'm watching it sink by its own doing. And so this is horrifying. And so, but I can't sign on to covering up Epstein. I can't sign on to World War III. And so that's why I tried to promote the optimism.
This is horrifying. What is happening to my country? No! The fuck up, man. Shut up. You chose this, bro. Talking about this is horrifying. What you thought was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen, bro? Please let me know. Man, these guys, bro. These grifters, man. I'm telling you. Ugh. Victim.
Because I fucking need this, man. Like, I want to fix the country. I want to turn it around. So it's not that I was delusional. I still hope we can turn it around, but sorry, go ahead. You get what I'm saying?
And the best part about all of this is at this point, Republicans are just outright rooting for Democrats to win.
Fuck J.D. Vance, fuck Marco Rubio, fuck Tulsi Gabbard. Donald Trump has made his bed. Like, this really is it. This game where there's Tucker Carlson and there's the majority of his base and there's Candace Owens and Megyn Kelly and, whatever. Donald Trump chose Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham and Benjamin Netanyahu. The most discredited, evil, laughingstocks on the planet. That's who he chose to go all in with. So he's made his bed. Let him sleep in it. I hope the Republicans...
Bro has America looking like a joke right now. Damn, bro. He got America looking like some bitches, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, on the real, America always been on some whole shit, especially the black people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, now even on the world stage, we look like idiots, bro. Wow, bro. What has he done to my country, gang? What has he done to my country? Man, oh man. Shit. I feel like I've been played. Well, not really, but I'm more so ashamed than the people that voted for him, bro. Like, you really sold out our country. Congrats. Congratulations, nigga. You thought you was a patriot? You done sold out our country. If you was a patriot and you cared about America, you wouldn't have voted this nigga in. He don't give a fuck about America. He just happened to be American. He don't care about America, bro. Telling you, bro.
Republicans lose the midterms this year. They need to. For the country, they need to be and no one from this administration can be supported in 28.
Something has gone horribly wrong. All of those people, with some exceptions, were never Trumpers in 2016. Shapiro didn't vote for Trump in 16. Mark Levin was critical of Trump in 2016. Where were these people when the movement was actually born, when those pillars were in place? Now all of those people are in the center. The movement is something else now.
Amen.
And what we need in 2028, this is our last chance. We need in 2026 for this administration to be shut the fuck down. What does this administration do other than cover up the Epstein files, embezzle money through government contracts, and bring us to war for Israel? This administration...
Okay, look at you, Nikki. Look at Nikki letting his nuts hang on Trump, calling him out. I heard that he always been calling him out. But, okay, fuck it. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of you. You're still racist, and you got a lot of shit going on, with you. But at least you finally saying something correct, man. We could agree on this, all right?
Needs to be shut down immediately. Do not vote in the midterms, and if you do, vote for Democrats. Fuck this. That is what the Republicans deliver. That is what our golden age looks like. The tariffs were refunded. The deportations were stopped. They wound...
Man, where's my tariff check at, bro? Where's my tariff refund check, bruh? I thought I was supposed to be swimming in cash. Didn't he say a $2,000 check? Where my money at, my nigga? I'm telling you, he done lied to everybody, man. Or he done told the truth. I guess it depends on your mindset. I guess it depends on how you view them. If you cared about him and you fell for all that fake charisma, coated in racism shit, then you probably do feel lied to. But if you could see him for who he was, a racist con man, he told the truth. He been doing what he been doing his whole life. He just happened You know, because America isn't, you know, we say it's on merit, but okay, he happened to end up as a president, bro. And now look at him. He gonna use it for all he can. At this point, Trump is being Trump. You feel me? Trump is Trump. He don't give a fuck what he 80 years old. This nigga could die at any second now. I'm gonna keep it real. He could go at any second. You know what I'm saying? Nigga shitting himself. Skin look all discolored. All type of shit, bro. This nigga is a walking corpse. But he's doing irreparable damage to this country, bro. That's crazy, man. That is so crazy. We're gonna remember him for one of the worst presidents of all time. And there's gonna be people out here who voted for him, who supported him, who was riding, dying for him, who gonna act like they never voted. What? Trump, ew. That piece of shit. I would never vote for him. Never. Come on, man. You know, I was Kamala all day. That's how they gonna be talking in 10 to 15 years. Keep track, bro. Keep track of the people that did what they did, man. Man, oh man.
Down and withdrew the ICE from Minneapolis. What does this administration do other than embezzle money, go to war with Iran, and bury the Epstein files?
But when you see stuff like this press conference with Trump talking about starting a war with the whole entire country across the world so nonchalantly and saying more Americans are likely to die, something like that would wake you up if you believe this was a good person or a person that actually cared about our country, which he never was and never did.
Send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen, and sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is.
Oh my God.
Likely be more, but
Trump isn't.
What? Bro said, some of you may die. And that's okay. Matter of fact, I suggest you guys preemptively tell your family that you love them before they go to war and die for my billionaires and my pedophile friends. Oh, man. Oh, this guy, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. I dislike this guy a lot. I hate this guy. Oh, my gosh. I hate this nigga, bro. He's like cartoonishly a villain, bro. He's like a cartoon villain. How did we let this happen? I tried.
Saying there is no way he should be president. How is he not impeached already just for being named in the Epstein files, let alone unilaterally deciding to take us to 2 different wars? And you know we reached a turning point when Uncle Ruckus...
Imagine a billionaire pedophile telling you that your child may possibly die in this war that I did not have to start. I started it because I wanted to hide the fact that I'm a pedo. That's pretty much what he's saying. And because I'm getting paid by all these billionaires and I be dick riding Netanyahu. Go America.
Like the Hodge twins, who sold out their whole entire reputation and careers that they had before, are now speaking out against Trump and losing their audience from it. And they were catching all the smoke all day from these tweets. Don't care if we lose all of our followers over this war. We won't stay quiet about Americans getting sent to die for Israel. So now Republican voters are calling us libtards because we don't like U.S. soldiers dying for Israel. They are definitely getting that Negro wake-up call today. Before they got a makeover, Hodge twins were hood rats.
That's crazy.
Trump is cooked. MAGA is cooked. The Republican...
Damn, Nick can't have a fro? What the fuck? What? I just thought about that. Before they got a makeover, Hodge twins were hood rats. The only thing that's different, nigga, is their hair. That's the only thing. Wow, these guys, oh my gosh. They're fucking Neanderthals, bro. Oh my gosh. A nigga can't have a small fro. That makes you a hood rat. Okay.
That's for hood rats. That's what they get. Trump is cooked. MAGA is cooked. The Republican Party is cooked for the foreseeable future. If there are free and fair elections for the midterms and the U.S. presidential election, the Republicans are going to face a blue wave like none other. It's good that these people are finally waking up, but I can't give them too much credit because they were willing to deal with Trump, everything he was and everything he stood for, as long as they all got what they believed in or wanted out of the deal. But now that they're not getting that, now that they feel betrayed, they're finally waking up and realizing that MAGA was a lie and Trump is a self-centered liar that only cares about enriching his family. But
come on now, bro. Hey, shout out Joe Mario off for the video. You did your thing. Hey, man, He got a good point, bro. Although they have come to terms now, they still showed us that given the right circumstance, they will sell you out. They will sell you out. Remember that. This person you call your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Don't give a fuck about you. Hey, honestly, I got nothing else to say because everything has been said. I'm gone. Peace.